Welcome to another installment of How to Make a Training Program 2.0. And this is going to be a 5-week training block. And there will be something going on every day of the week, but the intensities of the exercises for that day will be adjusted so you're not doing too much, getting burnt out, or overtrained. So here is the broad overview of what each week is going to look like. The max effort or heavy days are going to be on Sunday and Saturday. Sunday is going to be lower and Saturday is going to be upper. I plan the heavy days on the weekend because that'll give me more time. So Tuesday and Thursday are going to be the volume days. Tuesday will be an upper day and Thursday will be a lower day. The running days are split up, a steady run on Monday, intervals on Wednesday, and either an easy run or a walk on Friday. I planned the easy run or walk on Friday depending on how I feel. So if I'm feeling good, I can either go for an easy run or go for a walk if I'm feeling a little bit more beat up. That way, it'll get me ready for the heavy days on the weekend. So now we're going to take a little bit of a closer look at each day of the week and break those things down just a little bit. So this is what Sunday is going to be looking like for the next 5 weeks. If you want, pause the video, take a screenshot, write it down, whatever you want to do. So here, starting with our first 2 lifts, these are going to be our big strength builders. Those are going to be the barbell squat and the sumo deadlift. I decided to go with the sumo deadlift because I wanted to work on a little bit of a wider stance for this 5-week training block. I think maybe the next 5-week training block I'll work more conventional stance, but for the time being, sumo. Next, we have 2 lunge variations. We have a lateral lunge and a transverse lunge. Lateral lunge is just straight out to the side, holding a weight in front of your chest, kind of like a goblet squat would be held. And a transverse lunge, which just is a rotational lunge, opening up the hips a little bit, working on some mobility and strength. And those 2 lunge variations are going to be supersetted with pistol abs, or as some people might know them as bicycles. So with the bicycles, you're learning how to stabilize your core while moving your hips independently of your back. So that's not so much core work, but it's neural sequencing work, learning how to move the hips and lower back independently of one another. That's going to be really important for back health. So for the next superset, we have a stir the pot exercise, which is basically just doing a plank on a physio ball or a stability ball. That's going to be a good dynamic core stabilizer, and you're going to be moving that ball in a small circle clockwise and counterclockwise. That's going to be supersetted with a banded abduction and a banded adduction. And lastly, this 5th activity down in the bottom here, not that hard. You're just going to be laying on your back, taking 20 breaths into your stomach and slow in through your nose and slow out your mouth. What that's going to help do is bring you from that fight and flight response where you're all jacked up, you just lifted some weights, you're all fired up, and bring you back down to that rest and recover. And you want to get into that process as quick as you can after a lift. And Monday is just going to be a simple, steady run, recovering from that heavy lower day the previous day. It's just increasing 1 minute every week, gradually increasing your endurance, and then the last week is going to be a deload. That's the last week for every day is going to be a deload. And here we have the volume upper day for Tuesday. I'll leave this here so you can take a screenshot or write it down, whatever you want to do. So I'm not getting too much into what's going on over here. These are just set and rep schemes. There are a few details in regards to these that I'll go over. So you have your inclined barbell bench, you have your dumbbell flat bench, lat pull downs, single arm rope tricep extensions. So that's just working on a different variation of grip strength with a rope and one side at a time. Dumbbell curl because biceps. You got your shoulder work here, the lateral shoulder raise, and the reverse fly. So the lat pull down and rope tricep extensions are going to be supersetted, and the dumbbell curl, lateral raise, and reverse fly are going to be a superset. The next superset is going to be a pail-off press. If you don't know what that is, you can either use a cable machine or a band. In pushing the band away from you, the pole will be set up to your left or right side, and it's going to want to rotate you to the direction it's pulling, and you're going to try to resist that. And instead of doing that for reps, you're going to press out and spell little letters with your hands, making sure they're capital letters, because capital letters make you stronger than lowercase letters. And the pail-off presses are going to be supersetted with banded external rotations. You need to get that scap work in, that rotational strength at your shoulder. That external rotation strength at your shoulder is going to be really important for shoulder health further down the line. And lastly, again, the 20 breaths with the feet elevated to finish. A point that I'd like to mention on the set and rep schemes, I'll zoom these in here for you. Because this is volume work, it's all within a rep range of 8 to 12 reps. That's generally a good hypertrophy range to work within. I don't like hitting specific numbers within that range because you might not be pushing yourself for those first 1 or 2 sets. I'd rather hit 12 reps and have it be challenging, and then maybe hit 10, 9, 8 for the next sets. And next we have Wednesday, which is interval day. They are going to be 1-minute intervals with 2 to 3 minute rest breaks between runs. Week 1 starting at 5, adding 1 each week up until week 5, which is going to be the deload week, and we're going to go back to 5. So those should just be nice, quick, and easy. Keep it simple. And here we have Thursday. Screenshot it, pause it, write it down, whatever you want to do. All right, and first exercise, we got front squats, dumbbell single leg RDLs, GHRs, which are glute ham raises, reverse lunges, bird dogs for some core work, side planks, kettlebell swings for a finisher, and then again, the 20 breaths to bring you back down. And you might notice that the core work is sprinkled in throughout the week, and it's challenging different directions, and most of it is anti-movement stuff. So I'm staying away from a lot of flexion work, and that's to help save the back a little bit. And again, here we're working in that 8 to 12 rep range. For the finishers, we're working a little bit of a higher rep range. And Friday is going to be the simplest day of the week. It's going to be the same weeks 1 through 5. And it's either going to be a 30-minute to 1-hour walk, just strolling around, or a 10-minute really light run, just trying to get the blood moving, get some circulation in those muscles, nutrients to the area. And lastly, we have Saturday, the last day of the 1-week microcycle. And every week is a microcycle, and the whole 5-week block is a mesocycle, which is a little bit bigger than a microcycle. So again, I'll hold this up here and you can screenshot it, pause it, write it down, whatever you want to do. And we'll go over some of these exercises really quick. So first we have the barbell bench. This is going to be our heavy max effort day. So barbell bench, followed by an incline dumbbell bench, followed by a superset of a single arm dumbbell row, and a dumbbell shoulder press right there. The next superset is going to be a banded pec fly. I like banded pec flies because at the bottom of the motion, 1, you can do them standing up, and 2, when your arm is fully pulled back, the band unloads a little bit, which takes some of that stress off the shoulder. The next superset we have here is a dumbbell skull crusher for the triceps there, laying on the bench, bringing the weights down to the forehead and back up. Don't drop them on your forehead. A Zottman curl, which is curling up with the palm up, flipping it at the top, and lowering it with the palm down. The next superset is going to be a reach back, a superset with YTWs. That's your rotator cuff work. those little muscles that keep the shoulders healthy. All right, and I sufficiently have enough dry erase markers all over my hands. If you have any questions, you can find my email on the website link below. If that was helpful, let me know in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, all those great things below. Hit that red button over there, over here. Let me know what you think. Did you like it? Would you want to see another episode like this? I'll personally be doing this 5-week training block, so you can follow along on my Instagram or the vlog on my other YouTube channel. And feel free to use this program, follow along. Let me know how it's going. I would be really interested to see how it works for everybody else. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.